Number one will be the lady wearing the red bib, Slovenia's Ilka Štuhec. Last women's downhill of the season, the 8th and final round. Nick Fellows and Ed Drake in the commentary box. The star of the downhill tour is ready to rumble. This is Ilka Štuhec of Slovenia. 3 wins, 5 podiums from 7 races. A remarkable record for Štuhec. Let's not forget she won the World Championship gold. She's already won the Super G Crystal Globe, already won the Alpine Combined Crystal Globe. Just needs a top 15 result here today, Ed. And it is 3 Crystal Globes so far this season.
You wouldn't bet against her. Look at that, straight in her tuck, super low, very compact in the air, and she is on a mission, and you can just see that confidence. Stay so low, not breaking tuck even for the smaller jumps, comes into the next big section, big open up, good compression, very nice opening section.
Now, it is also nice to see that the women are racing on exactly the same track as the men here. This is a real challenge for the ladies. Over the past few years, Aspen has been a regular stop on the Women's World Cup Tour, but it has been a tech race, giant slaloms, all slaloms. And Štuhec here is skiing as well, if not better, than some of the men earlier today. Look how high and early she is in those turns, drawing on those technical skills, arcing the skis from gate to gate, turn for turn. And Štuhec, who looked good in the 2 practice runs, second and first, looks to have this under control.
She really does. Through that tighter section in a steeper part, they've just moved one of the gates a little bit further out, so the girls are turning slightly more than the men to try and give them a little bit more direction as they come from steep to flat. But she is doing a fine job down here, and it looks to be going very well for her.
With her mother acting as one of her coaches and service woman, Daria Sarenko watches from the finish. Štuhec has had a flyer. 1:36.95, almost a second faster than her winning training run yesterday. Štuhec with the helicopter salute of the ski pole. She knows that is good. She just needs to be in the top 15. Surely that performance, I'd say, is good enough for the podium, but is definitely good enough for the downhill title.
It's definitely good enough for the downhill title. She just really needed to stick it in across the finish line today to be guaranteed that title pretty much, and she just top to bottom, no major mistakes.
Well, Lindsey Vonn on her quest to equal the record of Ingemar Stenmark. She has 77 World Cup wins, most successful female ski racer of all time. She wants the men's record as well, which stands at 86 for the great Swedish skier. Now, interesting to note, Ed, that she's raced here 20 times before and has never been on the podium. Now, those have been tech races, not speed. But even when the few speed races were held here at the end of the 90s into the early noughties, Vonn never found Ruthie's Run a happy hunting ground.
And I'm sure she wants to stamp her authority. What used to be, she's so used to having it all her own way in speed skiing. It's been for the last couple of seasons. And now Štuhec has really stepped it up, and Vonn's going to have a new fight. Oh, getting pushed on the inside, another little error creeping in. But having Štuhec now becoming sort of the leader on the women's side in downhill in the speed races, on the speed side of the World Cup, for Vonn, she's going to have to really push herself if she's going to start becoming the big hitter again.
I have to say, it's been 10 years since we've had a Women's World Cup downhill here, and Eurosport commentator Britt Yannick was the winner here in Aspen back in 2007. I'm sure Britt's tuning in over in Whistler, Canada, but she's risking everything. It's fair to say you can take nothing away from Lindsey Vonn here, still with the arm taped up, still carrying an injury. Lindsey Vonn's in the chase. Lindsey Vonn into second position. Not a bad performance at all for Vonn, who tumbles in the finish line, trying to look at the clock. Second to Goggia in the last downhill, second again